So today we're going to talk about something that feels kind of like a superpower, but what's cool is it's totally backed by science. I'm talking about visualization and how you can use your own brain as a rehearsal studio to help build the future you want. All right, let's jump in.
Let me just ask you this right off the bat. Can you actually think your way to a better outcome? You know, like acing a presentation, getting healthier, or hitting some big personal goal. Sounds a little bit like science fiction, right? Well, the crazy part is, the answer is pretty much yes.
And get this isn't just a cool idea. Neuroscientists have literally found that when you vividly imagine yourself doing something, your brain lights up in basically the same way as when you're actually doing it. It's like you're creating a blueprint for success before you even take the first step.
Okay, so how on earth does this actually work? Let's dig into the why behind it all. In this first part, we're going to break down the science behind what makes this such a powerful mental tool.
It all comes down to this really cool idea called neural pathways. See, when you consistently visualize something in detail, your brain kind of has a hard time telling the difference between that mental rehearsal and a real memory. So it just starts building and reinforcing the connections you need for that skill. That way, when it's go time, the real thing feels way more natural, almost like you've done it 100 times before. And look, the benefits here are super practical. It's not just about focus. Think about it. You can rehearse a tough conversation in your head to figure out the best way to handle it. That's problem solving. It also improves your memory, and maybe most importantly, it juices up your motivation. I mean, when you can actually see and feel that finish line, all the hard work to get there suddenly feels totally worth it.
All right, we've got to clear something up right now, because this is a big one. A lot of people hear visualization and they just think, oh, so daydreaming? No way. They are completely different things. Let's get really clear on what we're actually talking about here.
Here's the key. Visualization is an active thing. It's not passive. You're being intentional. You're focusing. You're not just kind of hoping for something to happen. You are deliberately building this detailed, multi-sensory experience in your mind. What you see, what you hear, and crucially, what you feel.
I mean, look at the difference here. It's night and day. Visualization, that's an active, focused tool that actually builds your drive. Daydreaming, that's just kind of passive, your mind wanders, it's more of an escape, and honestly, it can sometimes drain your motivation because the goal feels so far away and just imaginary. So yeah, one is a tool for building your future, the other's a distraction from the present.
Okay, now for the really good stuff. We've talked about the why and the what, so let's get into the how. This is your step-by-step toolkit to get you started, like today.
This four-step process is pretty much the foundation for everything. First, you have to get crystal clear on your goal. No fuzzy ideas. Vague goals get vague results. Second, load it up with sensory details. What do you see, hear, smell? Third, and this one is huge, you have to feel the emotions. Feel what it's like to have already succeeded. That feeling is what really cements it in your brain. And last but not least, consistency is way more important than intensity. Doing this for just a few minutes every single day, that's going to do way more for you than one monster session on a Sunday.
Okay, tool number one. You've probably heard of this one, the classic vision board. Think of it as a physical cheat sheet for your brain, a constant visual reminder of what you're working so hard for.
And making one is super simple. You just find pictures, quotes, whatever, that really speak to you and your goals. And the trick is, you got to put it somewhere you'll see it every single day, by your desk, on your fridge, maybe as your phone background. That way, your goal isn't just some idea you think about once in a while, it's right there, a constant gentle nudge. And you can use it as a jumping off point for your visualization practice to help you get into that focused state of mind.
Okay, on to our second tool, affirmations. This is a great way to think about it. If your mental image is the movie, affirmations are its soundtrack. They're just these positive statements, written in the present tense, that back up the belief that you can do this.
And this is where the magic really happens. When you say something like, I am a confident and compelling public speaker, while also vividly picturing yourself crushing a presentation, you're heating your brain from two different angles, the language part and the visual part. That combo, it totally supercharges the whole process.
So, okay, where can you actually use this stuff, honestly?
The answer is pretty much everywhere. Let's take a look at just a few of the areas where this can be a real game changer.
Seriously, the possibilities here are huge. For your career, you could visualize acing a huge job interview. For your health and wellness, maybe you picture yourself feeling strong and energized as you finish a tough workout. And for personal growth, you could rehearse staying calm and collected in a situation that usually stresses you out. It's a totally universal tool.
Okay, so if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. Visualization is not magic. It's not some woo-woo thing. It is a practical, science-backed tool. It's you taking charge of your brain's amazing, natural ability to practice and prepare for the future. It's your personal rehearsal studio.
So that leaves us with one last question, and this one's for you. You've got the tools now, you know how it works, so the question is, what future are you going to start rehearsing? Thanks for tuning in.